All right. Hi, everybody. So, let me see. I'm trying to look at my battery life here. So, I am actually having a break. Let me get this situated because it's going to bother me if I'm not in the frame. Right. There we go. Okay, perfect. Excuse me. Let's see. Oh, look, we can have filters. I'm trying to get it together, okay? Glamour. That didn't do anything. These filters suck. I guess that's all right. Okay, y'all. So I am sitting here having ice cream, and I just was reflecting and figured it would be good to come on here and just share some advice, especially to new beauty industry people, okay? Y'all, I'm telling you, when we get so excited about something new, it's like you're all for it. You're all into it. You're all for it. You're gonna do what you need to do, and it's like this the spark has been lit. You're hungry. You want it. You guys, I'm gonna tell you right now, I think that, and this is just my opinion, and that's why this is my advice for those of you who are newer, just starting in the beauty industry. My advice to you is to be realistic with yourself and ask yourself, how long do you want to do that service? Okay. And the reason I'm saying that is because you're going to get going, you're going to get started, and then before you know it, 2-3 years in, you're already freaking burnt out, contemplating on what you're doing with your life. Business may not be going the way that you want it to, especially in the beginning. You know, there's going to be lots of periods of just questioning things. And I think if you be realistic with it from the very start, okay? Sorry, y'all. This is some cookies and cream ice cream from a local shop, and it is so good. If you be realistic from the very beginning, like, how long am I planning on doing this? I think that gives you a little bit more clarity as far as having a plan to stick to, instead of just starting up. And of course, being a startup, you know, in the industry, starting your own business, doing all that stuff, that's a whole nother learning lesson in itself. That's a whole nother learning curve you're going to be on, and having to learn from experience and all these things. And a lot of times that can be pretty taxing too. So it's like, be realistic with yourself. How long can I do this? And I think that will help alleviate some of those business owner woes when you first get started, you know, because at least you know that you're going to work through that to get to the end goal. So just have a plan for yourself. Now, one thing I would tell you is that plans can always change. You might go in thinking that, oh, I'm gonna do lashes forever, I'm gonna be doing brows forever, I'm gonna be the hairstylist forever. That might change, and you have to be okay with it changing. Okay? And I know for me, I don't want to say I get bored quick, but it's like I do things and I master stuff, and then I just want to do more, learn more, or evolve in some kind of way. So I like learning stuff all the time. And so for me, I'm always trying to figure out what else can I do. And then in that process, I figure out what I don't want to do anymore. So, you know, I've totally taken away skincare, makeup, body waxing services. I was doing body sculpting at one point. I don't do that. I literally just do eyelashes, eyebrows, and tattooing now. And I'm happy with that. But guess what? I'm still not, you know, I'm putting a new plan together for myself, because I know I can probably do another 10 years in the industry with those services. But in the meantime, I'm getting into another industry. Okay, because the thing is, y'all, we have to plan our exit. It's one thing to get started and plan for the success of your business, but a lot of us do that and don't even plan for us to get out of it, to get out from behind the chair. okay? Because there is going to come a point where you're going to be over it, and you're either going to want to change lanes or just stop the hustle. Because when you're an entrepreneur, that's all it is. It's nonstop hustle. Nonstop hustle. I don't care what anyone says. It's nonstop hustle until you get to a place where you can maybe outsource some things. But even then, if you're, completely funded and you're making your money, like, you're going to want to hold on to that. You're not going to want to pay anybody to do anything, especially if you can do it on your own. You are going to be burnt out. There's going to be those moments where you are exhausted, okay? And so you really have to think about it. And then the type of work you do matters. Hairstylists, you guys are on your feet all freaking day. Lash artists, we're hunched over all day. Brow artists, same thing. My hands cramp up from holding that thing. Your hands cramp up from holding the tweezers. It's a lot on our bodies, and we don't plan the exit. So that's part of my advice too, Not only do you need to have some kind of realistic talk with yourself as far as how long are you going to do this. You could even set a short-term goal. I'm going to try this lash thing for 3 years and see how it goes, and see if I want to do it for 2 more years. Or, you can have that set and then start thinking about, okay, how long am I going to do this until I'm going to be ready to stop doing it? How long am I going to do this before I'm ready to maybe find other avenues of still staying in this place that makes me happy in this industry without exchanging that time for money? So I just wanted to share that with you guys, because there's going to be a point where the hustle culture takes over and you start missing out on family time. You start missing out on important dates, events, everything. You start missing out on so much stuff, and you just get sucked into the hustle. And I'm being real. It never stops. It never stops. Never. The hustle never stops. Being your own boss in terms of being like a beauty industry professional, it doesn't stop, y'all. You're gonna always have to be doing something. If you ain't working, you're marketing. If you're not marketing, you're networking. If you're not networking, like, you're posting on social media. You're doing all this. You're running ads. It's a lot. Okay? So have a plan for yourself. Definitely be realistic with yourself. Like, what is the plan? How long are you going to do this until you reevaluate again? Like, I'm going to try this brow thing for 3 years and see what happens. And then I'll see if I want to keep going. And like I said, it could be short term, or you could be like, like me right now, I've already done all that and I've seen the growth and I'm established and all of that. But now I want my time back. So I'm slowly trying to exit the chair, and I'm opening new avenues and new doors to where I can get income still, but I don't have to trade my time for money doing a service, okay? And so I know I have a 10-year plan right now to still do what I'm doing, but I'm also going to get into real estate, and that's going to be something else that I'm going to focus on within this 10-year time frame. Because your girl's trying to be chilling by the time I'm 45. I'm sorry. I'm trying to be living my life and enjoying life when I'm 45. So right now it's game time. I'm building. Okay? Have a plan for yourself. Stick to it. If something changes, that is okay. Have a plan for that. All right? So that's my advice. Just be realistic and know that you may not want to do this forever, and have other plans just in case that happens.